Wize, my life as a 5%er, a 36 chamber disciple. Yeah, I said that. Peace to the gods. Major bank mentality, black holes and Nostrum. I had $1 billion visions while in prison. Sitting up in a cell thinking, plotting out the mission. Profit with a purpose, gotta save the children, make an impact in the world while getting riches. Yeah, we was labeled as the villains in the trenches. Selling drugs, robbing and kidnapping for business. Town to town, state to state, getting money. Putting in work, doing dirt, hands muddy. Watching mob movies, getting inspired. Until we all billionaires, we can't retire. That James Bond, Aston Martin, yeah, it's fire. Riding down Sheikh Saeed Road in Dubai. Billionaire visions, generational wealth. Gotta break the curses that we've been handed down. Until we reach the top, ain't no time for sport and play. And we gon' never stop till the money got our face. Billionaire visions.
Yo. Peace. You know what I mean? To God Allah, King Wize right here. On this Wisdom Knowledge Day. Yo, give a happy degree day to my big bro, Master Shamar. You know, so look, I'm coming right now with wise words. And you know, it's like I wanna like kind of like add on about, you know, my book. I'm still advocating and promoting my book, My Life as a 5%er, a 36 chamber disciple. You know, support that. And I got a this brother commented on something I put up, and it was like, basically he was saying like he always see me speaking about myself, like what I'm doing. You know, and it was kind of funny when I read it, because at first he said, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, God, every time I see you, you always talking about, you know, what you doing or whatever. And yo, that's a good thing. You know, it's good that I'm, you know, advocating these positive things. You know, these ventures is positive that I'm dealing with. You know, like I published the book, got some music out. You know, got the album coming, the Brotherhood, coming out June 13th, which is a historical day for those who know. But, you know, I always talk about my experiences in my past, right? In that street shit. And I'm always going to talk about it. You know, some people like, yo, you know, you always saying this, you always saying that. But look, yo, when you listen to the radio, you hear the same songs playing, right? When you watch TV, you can see these commercials keep coming up on TV. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's messaging. It's like the repetition. And so what I notice about us as black people in America, a lot of times, yo, we self-check. Like we easily like seek to bring each other down. We easily hate on each other. And I know where it comes from because I know the origin of the idea. And that's why I love the lessons. That's why I love Allah's mathematics so much, because it allows me to be able to explain. It allows me to be able to get to understand why things are the way they are. You know, and it's like, you know, we be in competition against each other when we shouldn't be in competition against each other. You know, we should be in competition to reestablish ourselves as a nation of people with our own, you know, like developing our own things for ourselves. And that starts basically with the land, you know, establishing ourselves on the land and then building things upon the land. And then I emphasize this to my nation always, you know, to the gods and the earths always. I always say, yo, we need hospitals, we need banks, we need schools, you know, and so it's like, yo, if you can see it, then you got to be the one that like put these things in motion and strive to see these things manifest itself instead of sitting back a lot of times and just being a criticizer of what somebody else is doing. You like, sometimes you got to really go do it yourself. But, you know, For real, yo, we don't need to be in competition with each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be in competition with each other. We need to be in competition with those who hate us as a people. There's some people who hate us, which you already know. And I bring up the whole thing with the little young white boy to go do what he did, right? You know, up there, upstate New York, he goes shoot up the spot. And, you know, he was dealing with hatred in his mind and his heart for black. That goes back to, you know, who is the founder of unlike attract and alike repel. See, my lessons let me know why these things are the way they are. You know, and so with that being the case, this book right here, My Life as a 5%er, you know, it really, really gives some insight to things like that. It gives some insight to a lot of things, you know. And so let me get more into Wize Wordz, Billionaire Visions. It's like, you know, sometimes we don't really analyze our thoughts. So you can be liking something, right? You can be like, yo, I like this, I like that. But did you ever ask yourself, yo, why do I like this? Why do I like that? So I asked the question, what's the origin of your ideas? What's the origin of your thoughts? Because sometimes we can be having ideas and thoughts. We could be liking certain things that's being handed to us by an enemy. And it's so dope, yo, how, you know, it's a certain system that's been structured. It's a certain lifestyle that has been structured in a way that we carry out certain things that's against our own self. You really gotta see that, yo, that's some deep shit, yo. How we could be self-check. When I say self-check, I mean like, it's like, yo, when I used to play basketball back in my younger days, and you would see an individual, he can't dribble, right? So if you're like, yo, he's self-check. Ain't nobody got to stick him. Ain't nobody got to check him because he's going to lose the ball anyway. He's self-check. Nobody even got to defend him. And that's how it is a lot of times with us as black people in America. It's like we like self-check where we check ourselves. Like if a black man or a black woman is seeking to prosper and that black man or black woman is growing within their enterprise or whatever they're doing, another black person will come and try to bring them down. They will begin to like destructively criticize them. That's self-check. But over here you have like what? Like you got like J.P. Morgan, like big bankers. You got like congressmen that's passing laws, you know, white congressmen, you know, passing laws that's really carrying on systemic racism, right? We don't bring that same, you know, towards that. We bring that to ourselves. It's like, yo, you could be with some guards, right? You can have some guards and be like, yo, that guard, I don't even know why that's now Cypher. And he bring the heat. Yo, individual bring the heat to a brother, right? Like, get on him. I've been a part of that, you know, like, yo, that's now Cypher. Yo, where you get that from? Pull up on him strong. Like, yo, what those colors mean in your crown right there? I see individuals who couldn't manifest their crown, somebody snatched their crown, like, yo, you got to come up off that. I've seen all those type of things take place. But what I say, yo, that's not what it's really all about, though. Because that's self-check. We just checking ourselves. What would happen if you take that same energy, right? That same, yo, that passion, that same drive that you coming with towards your brother, yo, things would change overnight. It'd be like, yo, one day. And I'm not the type to advocate violence. I don't advocate criminal activity. I don't advocate anybody going to attack nobody. I don't advocate none of that. But I just like bring certain things to perspective. I paint a certain picture to get you to think like, like, yo, I ain't never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't never thought about that. And these are the things we got to teach the young. We got to teach our young. It's very important that we teach the young. Then I always say, yo, the opposition, they great teachers because they young is carrying out the legacy of white supremacy. And then when you start talking about this subject matter, sometimes people get uncomfortable. Like, yo, why you got to be speaking like that about that? And, you know, it's like, we got to continue to teach about it. We got to bring it to the forefront. And when you keep bringing it to the forefront, then we can deal with it accordingly. So, yeah, yo, I'm pushing the book. I'm moving the book. I'm moving the music. And I'm doing all this because why? I don't sell drugs no more. I don't rob and kidnap no more. I don't do those things no more that I used to do when I was in my days up in the street life, you know, up in the muddy concrete. And I always be like, listen to certain individuals be rapping and saying certain shit. And I'm like, wow, okay. And then sometimes, you know, individuals just using that street label, that street culture as a way to make money. But really, they really wasn't into that themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they just used that stuff to try to make money off of it. And you have some young people looking at these dudes and thinking that, yo, that's real, and try to emulate it. You know, they try to like do what they seen some dude doing. And then, yo, check what happened though. Some of them niggas that be rapping or whatever and that trying to kick that lifestyle in their music, and then they get locked up. And then they getting on this stand or they writing statements and they saying like, yo, this, and that. And then you become, you know, you betray individuals. That's a weak individual when you do that. You know, and it's like, then individuals come move back around, everybody accept it. But then you want to go over here and kill this dude for what? You killing this dude because, yo, I don't like this individual. He from a different side. He over there, you know, he from a different hood. And you want to ride on him. Right? But this dude right here testified on somebody on the stand. This dude got on the stand and testified on somebody. Don't nobody want to ride on him, though. Don't nobody want to ride on the individual who testified against the individual on the stand and got a man like, what, life, 50 years or all this. But then here you go over here want to ride on somebody for what? You just stumped this young dude out over here. You just killed this dude over here for what? For what? Now, check this out. You know, the United States government, right? If you inside the government and, you know, like you a part of like, an agency in the government, you a high level official, and you know you've been entrusted with information. Like you've been entrusted with information that coincide with a mission that's associated with the nation, like the national security, or just you know what I mean, like, yo, you know how you got like CIA, FBI, you got individuals that's a part of the United States government, different agencies, or even a soldier, right, in the United States military. And if they have information that's related to what's going on amongst themselves, amongst you know, the country, and they go give that information to another country, that's called treason. That's what they call that. Nobody likes somebody who is a traitor. But they make us accept it. They have made black people accept a traitor. except an individual who betrayed someone to the enemy. Yo, even the cops don't like individuals amongst them betraying another cop, another officer, of saying, yo, this cop did this right here. I know this cop did. They begin to shun him. However, they will promote for individuals that's in the street to betray one another. And then it becomes acceptable. Where it's like, oh, it's cool, yeah, he didn't tell on me, but it's all right though. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't live the street life anyway, you know what I'm saying? So what goes on in that's cool. I'm just saying, in my days and when I did live it, I just look back and see these strange things, man. It's like really strange. It's self-check. We check ourselves, yo. It's like, damn. We betray each other easily. But we will hurt each other over nothing. We will hurt each other for the smallest little thing. And how do we get around that? How do we change that? Yo, all I know is if we say we reverse the polarity, it's about you got to have a strong sense of love. They say Allah is most merciful. You got to understand what's the science of mercy, right? Because we are being acted upon. It's different opposition that's being directed towards us. And so it infiltrates inside your mind, inside of a weak-minded individual who can take on certain thoughts and not even look to see, yo, where did this thought come from? Yo, where did this idea come from? You got to trace the thought. Like, where did it come from? Is this a righteous thought or is this a wicked thought? Because, yo, shit gonna get worse. Like, people thinking something, like, yo, they looking like, yo, this such and such just got killed over there yesterday. Such and such just got killed over there. Such and such just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, this dude just went and shot up this. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Why do I say it's gonna get worse? Because it's been knowledge that has been presented over a certain period of time. The knowledge that's designed to bring you into a civilized state. The knowledge that's been designed to put you on a righteous path. The knowledge that's designed to give you the direction into the origin of your true self. And when individuals reject the knowledge, and you reject the knowledge, right? And if individuals who have the knowledge don't teach, this is a combination of things. It creates a situation where it becomes total what? Chaos. They say before the Big Bang and all that stuff like that, it was like chaos. They use the terminology chaos, right? So if it was chaos, like, yo, it was like things just like moving all crazy, whatever, because order had to be brought about. Law and order had to be brought about. So it said that, this law and order came into existence to structure the chaos. That's the time we're living in now. Because a new world is being brought about. Because a new world is being brought about, it's certain individuals that got to get involved to help shape and mold and structure the new world. And all these things that you see happening every day is a part of it. All these things that you see occurring all around us is a part of the shaping process, the molding process, the structuring process for a whole new world. And it's either you're going to be the builder or be built on. Like, it's like, fire gotta burn, right? So you're gonna be the fuel for the fire, or you're gonna be the fire?